Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie.
Tonight, it's Old Forester, best of the rest, cage match, fight to the death, the ultimate showdown.
In my mouth.
If you've been watching our channel for a little while, and I hope you have, welcome back. This is the distillery that kind of speaks to our palates more than any other.
I love it.
We love Old Forester. We love the Whiskey Row series. You're looking at these bottles going, those aren't all Whiskey Row series, and one of them's not even technically a proper Old Forester product. Okay, whatever. Good eyes, good job. But 1920 and 1910, we love them. That's the Prohibition batch. That's the 1920. That's 115 proof.
Undisputed champion.
Undisputed champion.
Of the Old Forester line.
Yeah, for me it is.
Yeah.
For Julie, it's 1910. That one goes through the second barreling with the charred barrels. It's so sweet, it's so lovely, and
it's just like me.
Nailed that. The rest of these bottles, they don't get a lot of love. Nobody really talks about them too much. And so tonight we're going to put them up against each other. We're going to talk a little bit real quick about what these bottles are, and then we're going to get right to this tasting. The original batch, 1870. This is a 90 proof bottle, and it sells for about $44 here in Oregon. Next up, 1897. That is their bottled and bond product. It is 100 proof, sells for about $48 here in Oregon. I am of the opinion that both of these bottles are a little overpriced, but we'll see. And that 1897 actually fared really well in our $50 bottle and bond challenge.
Very well.
Finished second for both of us.
I know, very surprising.
Big shock. Next up, we're going to include the Statesman. Same bottle shape, same general price range. This one is 95 proof, sells for $55, and it's technically not Whiskey Row series, but if you're at the store and you're looking at the Whiskey Row series, chances are pretty good this bottle's right there next to them. You might walk past it if you don't know what it is, and tonight we're going to find out, is it going to hold its own against the 1897 and the 1870? Last bottle we're going to talk about is 1915. This is a blend of the 1910 and the 1920.
I mean, we could say, you could save your money on 3 and just buy the 2 we love.
1910 sells for about $55. 1920 sells for about $60. We did a challenge a while back where we pitted the 1915 and the 1915 high rye against the 1910 and the 1920. Those bottles couldn't top the 1910 and the 1920, so we're chucking them into this battle. So we have a nice round number of 4.
Love it.
To taste. It's time to get right to it. We are going to nose, we are going to taste, we'll do some A/B testing, and I can't imagine that you guys want to hear us talk anymore. You want to see us drink this whiskey and tell you what we like. Because opinions matter.
I mean, they do.
They do.
They don't.
They don't. So here's the trouble with doing just Old Forester products in a tasting.
It's got the Old Forester nose.
Is when you put each one of these up to your nose, you go, yeah, it's got the Old Forester nose.
Oh, 100%. My glass 1 and 4 are a little bit more similar, and my glass 2 and 3 are a little bit more similar. 2 and 3 scream Old Forester nose to me.
Yeah?
I mean, the sweetness, the sugariness, a little bit of that banana bready that I always get.
There's so much happening in glass 1 here. That's my favorite so far.
Well, let's
give you no
start
tasting
with
notes.
Yeah. No, I said banana bread. I said Old Forester nose. That's all they need to know. They know what Old Forester tastes like and smells like.
Some consummate professionals here. Doesn't matter. I can't wait. Glass 1. Let's taste these.
And yes, that one. Cheers.
Cheers.
Very cherry candy. A little bit of oak. Yummy.
Warmth.
Very
Caramel,
warm.
vanilla. My taste buds feel very active now.
Get a little drool.
We went for a run earlier today.
Ooh, and I'm getting that banana.
Now I feel like my taste buds are getting their exercise as well.
That one's desserty.
Yeah, that's lovely.
But like a high sugar content dessert.
Completely agree. I feel like I got what I expected based on the nose of that one.
Ooh.
More of that honest whiskey I like so much.
Dang. You know, this is going to be a good night. I love this Old Forester stuff.
There's chocolate here. I would call this
a nice heat too.
Subtract the pineapple and you got a banana split here.
Ooh, thanks.
God, I kind of want a banana split. Where do we get one of those?
I mean, you can make one.
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
Glass 2, here we go.
This nose now smells so Old Forester to me. Wow.
Rich caramel. Holy cow.
Yummy. Yum. Yum. I've seen if I can get him to spit it out.
Drink your whiskey. The nose is great. The palate is okay. And the finish, it's gone in a second.
That one doesn't taste all that Old Forester-y to me.
One doesn't seem to know what in the heck it is.
I know.
It is not cohesive. There is a nice vanilla coming through on the finish, though. That's not bad.
I was just gonna say cherry back.
Fair enough.
I was gonna say I just got like a little cherry pie in the nose when I was taking that sip.
Well, that sounds nice.
Yeah. I'm not gonna make that though. We'll just drink this.
It's still nice. There's brown sugar here. Lots of vanilla, lots of brown sugar.
This one's so interesting to me because I really enjoy the mesh of flavors on this one, but it doesn't really taste like anything.
This one's muddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's all the things that I like, but it's kind of things sticking out in different. It doesn't feel cohesive.
Yeah, this is gonna be funny because technically they'll all basically taste similar.
For sure.
And kind of like dip down. Then I got some like nice strong cherries, and it finished with a nice little oak.
Huh.
You know, none of these.
That's my tasting input on that one.
None of these have that like. Well, I guess if you think about the 1920, that's not real. I always think Banana Foster is only because I'm so enamored with the 1910, and that doesn't really show up in the 1920. So I have to like get that out of my head.
This one's kind of fascinating. This one is a little different. There's a lot of vanilla.
Ooh,
baking spices, nutmeg. The oak is flavorful on this. There's a richness here. This one appeals to me. Hugely appeals to me.
I feel
this
like
one's
I
hitting my
want
palate.
more.
The finish on this is long lasting. There's a nice heat that lingers. And I'm not a big spicy whiskey guy, and maybe it's, Old Forester, nothing's really spicy from them. But whatever this is has a nice spice, has a nice caramel that hangs around. It's almost a salted caramel on the finish. I like the finish of this one a lot. So this one's doing really well for me.
That one that we said was thinner, like I have a ton of flavor notes on that. Is it just because it's like you can pick them out easier? Because there's not much to it?
I have no idea.
I don't either. It's weird. This is happening.
I'm not a whiskey psychiatrist. I kind of wish that I was. Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be an awesome profession.
We are ready. Norman showed up. He's very interested in these results.
Very interested.
And we're ready to do it. We're on the same page, right?
We are on the same page.
All right.
I cannot believe it. It never happens.
Dead last for both of us. Glass number 2. It's caramely and nice enough. It doesn't do much for me.
Yeah. I have a number 2 on this one.
I also have number 2, 1870. That's our 90 proofer. That's the lowest proof in here. Funny that one drank hotter than the rest.
I feel like it's like making up for something.
Like an old man buying a Porsche.
Totally. That's a great one. I love it.
Third place. For both of us, glass 3. If you can look around the cat there to see.
My notes are such a disaster because I have so many scratches out. But yes, number 3 is number 3 for me too.
You look like you're running some sort of betting scheme over there. Good grief.
Number 1.
Number 1 it is. I thought that this one was not cohesive. It was complex enough, but didn't really strike me that it had any direction that it was pointing. It kind of seemed to be all over the place and ultimately wasn't satisfying for me. Glass number 1 is our 1915. It's the blend of 1910 and 1920, and that doesn't actually surprise me.
It doesn't surprise me either. I wanted to really be excited about this little mashup, and when we did it originally, I wasn't. I was hoping that it would be better today. It wasn't.
Yeah, I keep seeing people recommend doing this online. I can't recommend it.
I want the originals. Give me the originals.
Yeah, I want the ones that have been made by professionals. I'm not a professional. I'm just some jerk that sits here and talks about the professionals. That takes us to second place. And for me and for you, that was glass number 1 here. This one is my banana split. It's complex, cohesive. It's warm, it's viscous, and it was my favorite on the nose. This is a really nice representation of Old Forester flavors.
Number 4 for me.
Number 4, I think that this is going to be our bottled and bond based on the flavor notes, and it is 1897.
Interesting.
This one finished second for both of us in our $50 bottled and bond challenge. It was a shocker to both of us because we actually thought that it was Taylor.
it wasn't even like a fleeting moment where I thought it was not Taylor.
It was
That's
so
how
much
much
fruit.
that it tasted like Taylor.
And that $48 price point that I keep
Yeah.
complaining about, maybe it's time for me to stop complaining about it so much. That brings us to glass number 4.
And I'm actually excited because I know which one this is, obviously with the one that's left over. And it's the one that I kind of was rooting for because I
Same.
do really like it. I don't think it gets enough, energy from the crowd.
It deserves more love. It's Old Statesman, and
Yeah.
we said salted caramel on the finish, flavorful, spicy, cohesive, rich. It was our second favorite nose from the off. The entire time this one was in the mix. 95 proof, it kind of falls in the middle of all these proof-wise,
Yeah.
but I think it stands out flavor-wise. That's a good whiskey, and it came out for a movie that came out several years ago.
I like it.
I don't know what the future holds for that bottle, but I really hope it sticks around. That's good whiskey.
I'm very pleased.
We did a good job of cleaning our glasses.
We did.
Our parents would be happy that we've cleaned our plates here. And
100%.
let us know, what's your favorite of the Whiskey Row series? And of these bottles, which one is your favorite?
It was a mildly easy one for me. The Statesman was the only one that I got excited about when we started doing A/B testing. The Statesman was the only one that I would probably want to pull up, even though it's not Whiskey Row, with my 1910, 1920.
Yeah, honestly, the 1897 is surprisingly good.
Yes, I do like that. Sorry.
The 1870 is not. It's not my favorite. We'll use it in competitions with some of those other low proof bottles.
Yeah.
The 1915 is an experiment I will not do again because I don't care for it.
Yeah. And so there's
Sorry,
better
everybody.
Forester out there.
I feel like 100% of people are against me on this.
I
I
know.
don't like that bottle. It
Well,
doesn't.
not
do it for me.
100%, 99.9, because I'm with you. I'm good. I don't need to.
Somebody that agrees with me.
Yeah.
Like, comment, subscribe. Join us on Patreon for exclusive live streams and bonus content. Check us out on Instagram @TheBourbonVan. And from wherever we are,
To wherever you are.
Cheers.
Cheers.